Hey, what's up? Greetings, everyone. It's GleeCon, and here I am again. And you know who you're looking at right there? That's the famous Millie, one of the OG characters on this show. Um, really a hero. So, old Millie here is checked in on this show, Lore of Warcraft, because we're doing one of our small episodes today, our lore in shorts, our in-game lore. So there are books scattered throughout the game, and they cover various points of the history of World of Warcraft. And while they are all covered in the books, we cover everything in this show. So that's every piece of lore. That's every in-game lore. It's especially every game, every quest, every part of every game. So we have been on hiatus for a few days. I've been on a business outing, but I am back. It's been very busy, but I wanted to get one shorty in today. And we'll see. I'll get at least a couple more other episodes put out this week, maybe tomorrow. If not, definitely a couple over the weekend. All right, so the book that we're going to read today, if you remember from our overall sheet, we're still looking at. This is the Great Excariat Reaper's chronological lore sheet. I strongly recommend it. It can get you all the way through Shadowlands. It doesn't go past that. Unfortunately, they stopped. It's an abandoned project, but we are right now in the middle of the War of the Ancients period, but based on the chronology, this is all slightly what happened after it. So last time we did Mount Hyjal and Illidan's Gift, and today we're going to look at the World Tree and the Emerald Dream, which can be found in one of the buildings here in the park in Classic WoW. I think there's maybe one other spot. If we look at, I think I just closed it off, unfortunately, the World Tree. I don't even know. Is that what it's actually called? It's called the World Tree and the Emerald Dream. All right, so if you look at regular Wowhead, it can be found in the Scarlet Monastery in one of the side rooms. It can be found in Stormwind, but in the revised Stormwind, it's found in the library of the. Man, I have not played retail in so long. Like, this looks crazy to me, with the harbor and everything. But it can be found in the library of the castle, or it can be found in Darnassus. Wow. I don't think I've even been since this happened to Darnassus, since it's like underground or something, or the tree is around it. It's been a long time. Like, it's been, I think at this point, maybe it's been over a year since I played retail. And since Dragonflight, I don't think I actually went back to those worlds. That's shocking. But if you look at Classic, instead, it can be found in this part of Darnassus, in this little building, which is not where we are. It can be found in Stormwind, and it can be found in the Scarlet Monastery somewhere in there also, but that's a pain in the butt to get to. So we're going to go ahead and look. It looks like it can be found in the center of the area, and we're just going to look around. There's a Druid trainer. My guess is there it is. The World Tree and the Emerald Dream is just sitting on a desk among the Druid and Priest trainers in the little park of Stormwind. So without further ado, let's read it, and this will be what we get to today. Stay a while and listen. It took a little bit of a long time. Millie will read to us. What do we got in terms of pages? All right, 8. Here we go. Let me get a little water. Let's get the old voice box primed for the throat work. For many years, the Night Elves worked tirelessly to rebuild what they could of their ancient homeland. Leaving their broken temples and roads to be overgrown, they constructed their new homes amidst the verdant trees and shadowed hills at Hyjal's base. In time, the dragons that had survived the Great Sundering came forth from their secret abodes. Now, if you remember, the last book that we just read explained how the new Well of Eternity was created at the foot of the new World Tree, and how that led to Illidan's betrayal, or his imprisonment, because of his unwanted gift that he gave. And it talked about the power of the well. Alexstrasza the Red, Ysera the Green, and Nosdormu the Bronze descended upon the Druids' tranquil glades and surveyed the fruits of the Night Elves' labors. Malfurion, who had become an archdruid of immense power, greeted the mighty dragons and told them about the creation of the new Well of Eternity. This is also portrayed at the end of at least the newer version of Warcraft 3. You can see these dragons. Also at the War of the Ancients trilogy, one of the best book series written. Again portrayed, of course, Deathwing is not there because he led to the destruction in many ways, or led to the sundering, and also the Blue Dragon was ravaged and has already fled at this point. That he is AWOL. Malygos. The great dragons were alarmed to hear the dark news and speculated that as long as the well remained, the Legion might one day return and assault the world once again. Malfurion and the three dragons made a pact to keep the well safe and secure and ensure that the agents of the Burning Legion would never find their way back into the world. Okay. And I guess this is partly why we talked about in the last episode, why is Hyjal like marked off from the rest of the world? That's probably why. Alexstrasza the Lifebinder placed a single enchanted acorn within the heart of the Well of Eternity. The acorn, activated by the potent magical waters, sprung to life as a colossal tree. The mighty tree's roots grew from the well's waters, and its verdant canopy seemed to scrape the roof of the sky. This isn't Teldrassil, this is by Mount Hyjal. Again, it's a tree we can't really see. The immense tree would be an everlasting symbol of the Night Elves' bond with nature, and its life-giving energies would extend out to heal the rest of the world over time. The Night Elves gave their world tree the new name Nordrassil, which meant Crown of the Heavens in their native tongue. Nosdormu the Timeless placed an enchantment upon the world tree to ensure that as long as the colossal tree stood, the Night Elves would never age or fall prey to sickness or disease. So this is where the Night Elves are still, or maybe are for the first time, immortal at this point in time. I lied when I said... Did I lie about Warcraft 3? Yeah, I lied when I said this happened at the end of Warcraft 3. I didn't lie, but I misspoke. Yeah, this is obviously way before that, because Warcraft 3, I believe they've already lost their immortality. Ysera the Dreamer also placed an enchantment upon the world tree by linking it to her own realm, the ethereal dimension known as the Emerald Dream. The Emerald Dream, a vast, ever-changing spirit world, existed outside the boundaries of the physical world. From the dream, Ysera regulated the ebb and flow of nature and the evolutionary path of the world itself. Okay, it's cool. The Night Elf Druids, including Malfurion himself, were bound to the dream through the World Tree. As part of the mystical pact, the Druids agreed to sleep for centuries at a time, so that their spirits could roam the infinite paths of Ysera's dreamways. Though the Druids were grieved at the prospect of losing so many years of their lives to hibernation, they selflessly agreed to uphold their bargain with Ysera. And simultaneously, if I told you you had to periodically sleep for a century, however, you're now immortal, and you will not age or suffer disease, would you take that offer? Would you knowingly miss centuries if you and everyone you loved was now immortal? I think I'd take that deal. All right, everyone. I thank you for your time, and I hope that you enjoyed this and continue to maybe not learn, but yes, maybe learn, but also refresh memory. So this is all lore that, because it's classic, it's not always canon anymore. They've retconned a lot of this, but it's cool to see the origin, to see where it goes, and to even as many times as I've read it, and I've been doing this show for years, I still make silly mistakes like I did in this one. And I appreciate having it etched in history and always living in the archives of the universe, or at least the internet. Thank you, everybody. I will see you all again on the next episode of Lore of Warcraft, and we'll maybe see Millie again one day too. Peace out.